Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. I can't seem to type today. Yeah, today's been a day for me too. I've been trying to get a lot of the spring cleaning and everything done and get the winter clothes put away, get the summer clothes brought out. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to get rid of some stuff. But yeah, the typing too. I was trying to type up something earlier and it's just like my fingers did not want to coordinate with my brain today. So it's been a day so far. Hope everyone is doing good. After the reads, I've also got to get out there and get my winter tires put in my Jeep and get that ready to go for tomorrow because tomorrow my snow tires come off and let's cross my fingers that there's not going to be any more snow. Okay. All right. So, what's coming up? Tomorrow there's supposed to be a hearing for Brian Kohlberger, but we're not allowed to see it. Yeah, the cleaning's been crazy. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Good afternoon, Fruit Fly. Good to see you guys all in here today. So we're not going to waste any time today. Like I said, there is a hearing for Brian Kohlberger. Let me just get this crap out of the way here. I'm running out of room because I'm trying to organize. I'm trying to get organized, you guys. And I've got everything all over. Okay, we're in May. So tomorrow there is a hearing for, like I said, for Brian Kohlberger, but we're not allowed to see it. But there is a hearing. It's a pretrial hearing on the 15th, which I will be streaming. So there's also more information, you guys, that I've found that I want to go over with you guys. Maybe, like I said, I got to get my tires done on Monday. So maybe late Monday afternoon, I'll do that. I've also got some reads coming up. There's K. Mitch. Hello, my love. I've also got reads. Unspoken Butterfly has asked me to do one on the little 4-year-old boy that got swept into the river. Thank you, sister. Let me get those pinned. There we go. Pin that to the top. He has been found, but she says that she's got a weird vibe on it. So I may just do that reading. I've also been asked to do an updated read on Lauren Dumelos. And I've also been asked to do a read on Jax Grayson, who's missing from Denver, Colorado since April 15th, I believe she said. So there's a bunch of reads that I've got coming up that I'm going to get done, and then I will break them up to bring them out over this week coming. What else do we got this week coming up? There's something else. Somebody's getting sentenced. I know Linda Sturmer's not getting sentenced till the 19th. We got the Brian Kohlberger stuff on the 15th, which is a pre-trial conference. And oh yeah, I got to go over this new stuff. I already told Sister some of it that I found. But if you guys remember, I'm going to tell you as I'm going through this. As you guys remember, back when they did his searches and everything, they found a book or a manifesto or something that he had been reading where he highlighted page 118. I've got it. I found it, and I've got that. Only getting sound in one ear. Anyone else? That's weird. So I've got that, and that is like a bombshell, you guys, what I seen in that on page 118. Wait till you guys see that. So I did come across that. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow afternoon once I get back from getting my tires on. Um, what else? There was something else too. Oh, Lori Daybell is trying to appeal her conviction, which I don't know how she's going to appeal it, but she is just like she's appealing her conviction for the deaths of her two kids and Tammy. She's now appealing this last one too for Charles. I wonder if she's going to appeal on ineffective counsel. Oh. Yeah, it really depends on your headphone settings too, Fruit Fly. So if you guys do want a mini read, please get it in now so I can judge about how much time we're going to be here. Like I said, I've got to get my snow tires, and they're like 20-inch tires. They're huge and they're heavy. So I got to, yeah, she already did an interview and everything, Missy. I've got to get those tires in my Jeep. So I've got to empty out the blankets and scrapers and everything out of my Jeep and then get them tires in. Get my tires changed tomorrow. That's the only thing with living in a mixed climate like this is the snow tire thing. Take them on, put them on. Take them on, put them off. Take them on, take them off. Put them on, take them off. She definitely had ineffective counsel, yeah. Have you guys been following the Karen Reed? One's already going flying. The Karen Reed retrial. I've been watching it, and I've caught a couple things. One of the witnesses brought up the prior trial, and that's a big no-no. Also, when Brennan was examining the ARCA guy, he looked at the judge and like shook his head no, and the judge shook yes and put her glasses back on and then looked down. It's like there's something definitely going on there, you guys. I don't think that this has been fair. Like the way she let Brennan go off on that ARCA guy, yelling and screaming at him and everything and talking down to him, and it's like, holy crap. Like, I've never seen that allowed before. And yet, when the defense gets up, she cuts him off and calls sidebars and objects herself. It's like, wow. Definitely biased. Whether you think Karen Reed is guilty or not, you've got to admit that the prosecution is getting far better treatment than the defense team. And I don't think that's right. If you want, if they really think that she did this, then they shouldn't be worried and they shouldn't be having to have a judge go crooked. You know what I mean? Because to me, it seems like she's crooked. And I'm kind of on the fence whether Karen Reed did it or not. I'm not for or against her. I want to hear the evidence, but when you start, to hear the defense get up in their cross and they're constantly cut off, or she's objecting instead of the prosecution objecting, and these nods back and forth to the prosecution and these like really timed coughs. You know what I mean? It's like it's just weird. It's just weird. So it's kind of hard to, get an honest opinion on the evidence when things like that are happening. So okay, give me 2 seconds, you guys. I got Amazon coming to my door. Hang on. All right, that was a huge box. Okay, Mitch says, I agree. I don't like that judge. Yeah, and it's like I don't know if she did it or not. There's a lot of weird things that are going on. I didn't get to watch the whole trial, the last one, but even with this trial, it's like, holy crap. It seems like when the defense points out some errors or things that don't make sense, that's when she, I don't know, intervenes. I don't think she should be able to do that, but right. And it's not even for me, like I time my delivery so I'm not interrupted when I'm doing reads and stuff or doing a live. It's the old guy that I rent a room to, and it's just like he won't go to the grocery store, anything. Like he'll go once every 4 or 5 months to the grocery store. He orders everything through deliveries. It's horrible because I'm the one down here that has to deal with it. And this is a huge box. It's almost as tall as I am, so I don't know what the hell it is, but yeah, I time mine better. Okay, so we're going to get into the reads. So far, we only got one, so this may be a really short day. Really, really short. The only one that's got to read in is Des. So let's get going. There's Mama. Okay, Des, let's see. I'm doing it a little different today, you guys. I want to see what your loved ones on the other side have to tell you. Obviously, that's who I asked to come forward to give you guys messages because they're watching out for you. Sometimes it's a lot of negative things that come out. It's because your loved ones on the other side want to warn you of things that you got to watch out for, right? So that's why a lot of the reads are that way. Like they're not going to, give you a message like, oh, guess what? This is gonna, you got a surprise birthday party coming. They don't want to ruin good things that are going to happen, but they want to make you aware of things that you're not maybe seeing or things that are going on behind your back that you don't know about. So I did a lot of meditation this morning and I asked them, I says, please give some good stuff too. Maybe give them some advice as to if they are going through stuff, things that you think they should be doing, like to make things better, stuff like that. A little bit more positivity. Now, I can't control what comes out, but I've asked for that. And like I said, they're here to protect you. They're here to give you warnings about stuff that you wouldn't otherwise know. So that's just the way it is with this stuff, right? So Miss Missy, we got Miss Missy. I got you, Miss Missy. And you want the black deck too? Okay. If we don't got a lot of reads that come in, Missy, I'll ask you maybe to a question that you can add in there, just so, you know what I mean? A certain thing that you may need guidance with. And see if we can't get your loved ones on the other side to give you some guidance. It's up to you. Okay. Let's go. Des. What do we got for Des? What do we got for Des, Mama? What do we want to tell Des? What do you got for Des? There it is. Supernatural. Supernatural. These are things like a miraculous recovery from stuff or something happening that you never thought would. Otherworldly things. Let's see what comes out with it. The only reason I hate using these cards, you guys, is they've got like it's not a smooth finish on this, so that's why you're getting that extra noise in the shuffle. It's like they're ridged. which is horrible. Horrible way to make cards, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, so we got the zebra. This is all about letting go of fears. And we got the chimpanzee. This is about using your intuition. Okay, so what we got here right now, this is about something miraculously happening. This is something that you weren't expecting to happen. Or even, how can I, there's no possible way this can go this way. Well, it's going to happen that way. So something miraculously is going to happen, something that you weren't expecting, or be able to, um, how can I say this? Like in your thought process, this is something it's almost like unattainable, but it is going to happen. With the zebra, this is about letting go of fears, knowing that no matter what, you're protected at all times. You've got mama here that's always here protecting you, watching over you, and I feel like she is going to give you signs if you're in danger, if something's going to go horribly wrong. I do feel that she is going to somehow step in. She's a very strong um, spirit. She's very, I know, in the physical world, she was very opinionated and very strong that way. And she's still that way on the other side. So it's like she will find a way to either grab you by your ear or pinch you or something when she feels like there's something that you're about to get involved in or do that is going to be harmful to you in some ways. The chimpanzee, this is all about using your intuition. You know how women have the gut intuition, and this is like not only to realize things for what they are when normally it'd be like, oh, yeah, 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 they're just being stupid, they're just being funny, whatever. It's that gut intuition, and especially women have. Um, but don't forget, your intuition can also help you solve problems. You just got to trust it. Okay. You got to like block out everything else and ask yourself without trying to sway your gut feeling or your mind in a certain direction, like, oh, should I buy that car? I really want to, but I know I can't afford it. Um, you can't let anything sway your mind or your intuition. You got to just go with what your gut is telling you. That's what this is saying. So if there's something there that your gut is saying isn't right or is right, you got to automatically just go with it. You can't overthink it. And I think sometimes you overthink things. I'm going to pull one card on that from the tarot. I didn't want to use the tarot deck today, but I'm going to pull. There it is. See the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Don't do things just out of loneliness. That's what this is saying. Um, the Ace of Cups in the upright is talks about a new love, okay, in which we do know that you're involved in a new kind of relationship, but it came out in the reverse. So it's almost like, and this is intuition too, okay? The Ace of Cups in reverse is trusting your intuition, and not doing things just out of loneliness. Okay. You may have to get very creative with some things also, because I feel like there's going to be a clash of something. Either like you wear your heart on your sleeve. I feel like he doesn't. He does, but he doesn't. He's still very protective of things. And I feel like there's going to have to be a lot of understanding on your part in certain situations. But like I said, you got to trust your intuition. And the Ace of Cups in reverse also talks about intuition. So you're going to know if you just clear your mind and go by what your gut is telling you to do, you're going to be okay with your decisions. But you got to see things through normal glasses and not rose colored glasses. You got to take the good with the bad. So even though there may be stumbling blocks, you can't let that stop you, but you got to be aware of it, right? And I feel like I don't get that bad feeling that I've gotten in other things that you've gotten involved in. I don't get that, but I do get that there's going to be some issues that you're going to have to deal with, and it's your approach. I think the one flipped over here. That's what I'm looking for. No, it didn't. Just be patient. Be patient. There's one. See, healing. And the more you heal from your previous relationship and what that did, the more healing that you're both going to do in this, because I do feel like he needs to heal too from certain things. Come on, one more. Come on, Mama. What do you want to say to her? There it is. Uh-oh. Wedding rings. This is a marriage. So I feel like this could be the one for you. But you got to heal from the past also. You know what I mean? I asked Mama to give you one. That's what she sees. So there you go, Des. There you go. Trust your intuition. Okay. We got Miss Missy. Let's see what we got for you, Missy. Thank you, Mama. Let's see what we got for you, Miss Missy. Did you have anything you wanted to specifically ask, Missy? To go with that? Is there something specific you want to know? Missy? Miss Missy? I'm remodeling and it's a lot. I hate remodeling. And I just lost my studio for some reason. Sorry about the noise outside, you guys. There's somebody next door at Mama's. Okay, where did my studio go? Don't really know what I'm doing here. Hope I'm making all the right calls on the house. Let's see. Let's see what your loved ones think. Let's see what your loved ones think. Let's see if we can get some answers for that, Missy. Whoop. And there it goes on the floor, of course. Oh. The past is a prison. The past is a prison. This is all about letting go. Letting go of your fears. Letting go of, you say you're very overwhelmed and stressed. This is all about letting go. Okay? Let go, let God. What's gonna be is gonna be. Okay? So, you know, you got to make a decision and just stick with it. Go with the flow. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Let's see. So I don't know if you've made mistakes in the past doing stuff like this or making decisions like this, Missy. But what I'm being shown right now, what your loved ones are saying, is you got to let the past go. Mistakes of the past, you know, the future, tomorrow, the next day, the day after, that's all chances to change direction in which way you're going, right? You can't get stressed out. The more you get stressed out, the more mistakes you're going to make. But this is just basically, you know what? This is like free will. Get past the prison of the past. Make a decision. Just go with it. Follow it through. You may not even like it at the beginning, but by the time you're done with it, putting your own little touches, it's going to be nice. Like, how many times have we looked at something and said, I really don't like that. And then it kind of grows on you, right? Or it's like you get home and it's like, you know what? I do really like that. I'm going back and getting it. I've done it tons of times. So, but let's see what else comes out for you, Missy. Let's see what your loved ones that are watching over you are thinking and saying. Maybe giving you some advice. Let's see. Woo, there's one. Let's get another one. There we go. We got, I think we got a couple flipped over here. That's too many. There's like 5 flipped over. That's too many. Oh, so let's get one more. Let's see what this one is. What's this one? This one's a spider. Okay. So the spider, this is about trusting your creative spark. Trust your creative spark. So like I was just saying before that came out, it's like, even though it may not be exactly what you want right now, you're going to realize that, hey, you know what? I did make the right decision. Don't question yourself. Pick something, go with it, and follow it through. Cards are being stubborn today. See? I'm saying it right there. Trust your creative spark. I'm not just making it up to appease you. That's what it says right there. Trust your creative spark. You're going in the right direction. So trust that, when you've seen something and you like it and you decide that's what I'm going to do, follow through. So even though you may get frustrated and stressed out and everything halfway through, follow through with it. Come on, there we go. Chameleon. This is all about adapting, right? You know what a chameleon does, right? Come on, chameleon. I come and go. A chameleon changes the way it looks to fit in, and it's to protect itself, right? From predators and stuff. So when it's in, say, like in the trees and that, it'll be green. If it's in the mud and that, it'll turn brown. Chameleon is all about adapting and changing to your surroundings. So with especially the two of these together, I feel like you got to keep trusting your creative spark. You got to adapt to situations, instead of like attempting to change paths halfway through. Like the chameleon, you either do it right away, you make that change right away, or you don't. You know what I mean? You cannot change things halfway through because it's going to be a disaster. You got to go with your gut. If this is what you like and that's what you started, follow through with that. Don't make changes. Subtle changes, like maybe a change in paint color. If you're building like something like a built-in into a wall, and it's like, oh, okay, now that the built-in's done, I really don't like that I picked blue. I'm going to go with beige. You know what I mean? Things like that. Okay, subtle changes, but don't do massive changes. Stick to the plan and follow it through, right? Make a plan, write it down, right down to the final detail, and stick to it as much as you can. Healing heart, healing from the past, letting things go. Missy says that helps some, having a hard time getting rid of stuff from my parents that is still here. I've had to clean out, throw away stuff. I feel guilty. No, they want you to do this. This is all about making your space. There's a change that needs to happen. You know what I mean? The chameleon is always about constant change. Holding on to certain things like mementos, like the pictures of your parents, or things that were very special to them, but you got to let the other stuff go because it's just starting to weigh you down. And it's like when you look around and it's like, Oh my God, I could have something I really like sitting there, but dad's old chair is still there. You know what I mean? It's time to get rid of that old chair because even though that may have been his favorite chair, he's not there no more. You're not benefiting from it the same way he was. You know what I mean? So for him, it's like looking down on you. It's like, come on, that was my chair. It's not your chair. You don't got to keep it. It wasn't your favorite. You didn't even like that chair. Get rid of it. But like certain things like your dad's watch, yes, absolutely keep it, you know? But other things, it is about cleaning out the clutter and cleaning out things that don't need to be there. You have them in your heart. Certain things, yes, keep a hold of. A date, missing someone, or meeting someone new, getting back out there. I think you got this before too, Missy. So they're still telling you to get out there and start dating. They want to see you happy. They want to see you content. They want to see you fulfilled. And they want to see you being loved the way that you should be. So this is the second time you've gotten this. So it's like, yeah, you got to get out there and you got to start mingling and getting back into the swing of things there. But as far as, what you had brought up, um, I feel like letting go is also healing, right? You can't start to heal when you got constant reminders staring you in your face every day. And like I said, I know exactly how you feel. I've kept so much of my grandparents' stuff because I was very close to them because I was in care. So my grandparents were the true blues that I knew I could always go to. And even if I ran away, they'd keep me at least a night before they'd bring me back home. But the I've gotten rid of, I'd say 95% of their stuff that they had. I kept one chair, and it's like a hall chair. It's not a very big chair. It's a chair that you can sit on and put your shoes on. I kept that, and I kept because my grandma really loved that. There was two chairs and a hall table. My sister's got a chair. I've got a chair, and my cousin's got the hall table, and I kept my grandpa's medals from the war. The rest of the stuff, all the china and this and that, I got rid of it all because even though I started healing, because there were major players in my life, and I was able to heal a lot more once I did get rid of all that constant stuff that to me, I love my grandparents, don't get me wrong, and I was happy to have their stuff. And I just, here you go to my sister and my brother and whatever. You guys take it now because it's just, to me now, it's just clutter. Like my grandma used to love that stuff, like her tea set. Now, I don't use it. You know what I mean? So there's ways, that you can look at it that's still respectful because they want you happy. They don't want you saying, oh my gosh, if I didn't have that there, I could put something that I really love there, but I can't because it's grandma's. And they understand this stuff, okay? Keep one or two momentums from each of them that really, really, really were important to them. Like I know my grandpa's medals and, stuff like that was very important, and that chair to my grandma. So I kept that and I kept his medals. So and I see them every day because they're almost in front of me. But so that's what I'm saying, my dear. That's what you need to do. That's going to help you not only heal a lot, it's going to take a weight off your shoulders also. And as far as this remodeling, stick to, this is what I want, this is what I like. Even if halfway through you're going, oh my God, it doesn't look the way I thought it would, finish it. Finish it, because the end result, you're going to be amazed. Everywhere I look, it's something to be thrown out. Yeah, two homes in one home when I moved into my parents' place. Yeah. Good morning, Nana. I'm glad you like. I was stumbling there, Missy, because I wanted to be so respectful. Um, but I know what you mean because like I had so much stuff. I had a huge china cabinet, and it was like, oh my gosh, like it wasn't my. I kept it for a few years. Um, but it was like that was grandma's thing. It wasn't mine. You know what I mean? So it found a good home. It went to my sister, which probably went to one of my nieces by now. But yeah, my grandpa too. He had a huge barn full of tires and tools, and oh my god, my grandma had dishes galore and more than she would ever need. But my grandpa, yeah, kept everything. Don't throw that screw out. I might need it. So I get it. The stuff that other family members didn't want to take, I donated. I donated. My grandma was big on donations to the Red Cross and Salvation Army. They were both in the war. So the Salvation Army was a big thing for her, or the, what do they call them? The Army vet places there. She donated a lot there too. So the stuff that my family didn't want to take, I donated to them through them. Oh, hello, Kate. There's Miss Missy. Ah, huge shiny cat. Oh yeah, don't talk about it. I still got a few pieces. I can't lie, but it's because it's from the Queen's collection. There's two teacups with plates and another teacup. That's what I kept out of the china cabinets. Hi, Gina. Good to see you. I've seen something up here. Gina said it's Maura Murray's 43rd birthday. Well, happy heavenly birthday, Maura. Can you please do a reading on her location? I think I just did a reading on her. Um, I may do that down the line, Jana. I've got like tons of reads sitting waiting to be done that need to be done first. I got to give everybody a fair um, go at the reads that are being requested. I'm only one person, so there are a few ahead, but I will put that on my list to do, maybe to find a location once I've got the other reads done that I've promised to do. I'm so afraid something's worth some money and I'm throwing it away. Um, you can go online, and if you think there's something that's of value, go online and look it up. Take a picture of it and do a Google picture search. Missy, you're very welcome, Jana. Jania. I hope I'm. I don't know how, if I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. I'm so bad at pronunciation, you guys. It's horrible. Okay, so does anybody else want a read? If not, I'm going to wrap it up so I can get some stuff done today. We are having rain all week, so I've got to get those tires out and get them in my car before the rain starts, because my backyard is going to be all mud. I've got to they did some digging in that for new lines and stuff, so um, I've got to get some grass seed or grass sod or something put down in my yard. Yeah, Google pic search. Or you can just Google it. If you've got the name of something, like, hang on, I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to show you this quickly, Missy. This is one of the, I've got 2 cups and 2 plates. This is the set. Um, and I will show you, I don't know which one you'll be able to see better. See how it says this is the Queen's collection? I thought there was a number on one of these. Maybe it's on the other, because it came in a velvet box thing with 2, so it must be on the other one. So what I did is I just looked that up, right? Fine China, made in England, Rosina China Company Limited, Richmond, the Queen's Collection. So I looked it up to see what the value is, and it is worth some money. So Um, that's what I do. And this is what it looks like. Here, let me tilt it sideways. This is what it looks like on the plate. So I did keep a set, the one set. They come 2 teacups and 2 plates in the box. And there was 2 boxes, so I got one, and my sister's got one set. The other one is like yellow flowers on it. This one's got the pink ones. But yeah, so you can look up, like where it says the Queen's Rosina China Company Limited, Richmond. Look up teacups, the Queen's Collection teacups from 1875. Um, and you can look it up that way. Also, you can also use your phone and do a Google photo search and just see what things are worth before you get rid of them. That's okay, Missy. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Like I said, sit down in a quiet place, write down what you want to do. You know what I mean? And then break those things up over several different days so you're not overwhelmed by trying to get everything done at once or so much done on one day. Break them down into small sections so you can see your progress as you go, right? But yeah, that's definitely a good way to look that stuff up. I did it with my grandmother's stuff, and there was quite a bit in there that my niece has a lot of it now, and a lot of it's like worth a lot of money now. You know what I mean? Like, I think my grandma was born in like 1917 or something. I don't know. She was old when she died, but okay. I hope that helps, Missy. Let me know how you're doing with that, hon. And I wish you all the best. Remodeling is going on now for 3 months. That's okay. That's okay. Make a little bit of progress each time that you have time set aside. Set aside from, say, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Saturday. I am working on that project. Or say from 1 to 2 on Saturdays. Or if you got an hour in the evenings, set 1 hour aside and only work for that hour. You know what I mean? That way you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, so if there's nobody else wants reads, we're going to wrap it up, you guys. Staying in a camper for now, it sucks. That's okay. Every day that you do something little, it's progress. So don't worry about it. You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't stress yourself out, because then when you get stressed, you get overwhelmed even more and you get stressed out even more because you're stressing over the stress now. You know what I mean? Keep your chin up, girl. You'll get there. You'll get there. No worries. Okay, you guys, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to get out there and get my Jeep emptied so I can I got to get the back seats down so I can get the tires in and get them done tomorrow. Woohoo! And you watch, I'm going to get my snow tires off and it's going to snow like hell. Last year we had a snowstorm the end of May and it was bad. So I love you too, Nana. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end it like I always do. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.